사자보이즈 부활하냐고.
I guess you have to say romance in their voice, you know?
안녕하세요. 새롭게 런칭하는 프로그램 차트 인앤아웃, 공신력 있는 K-팝 차트인 골든 차트를 보고 차트 속에 있는 K-팝에 대한 수다를 떠는 프로그램이에요. 골든 차트가 뭔데 이렇게 궁금하신 분들이 분명히 계실 것 같아요. 공정하고 객관적인 대한민국 최고 권위의 골든 디스크가 선보이는 월간 음악 차트로 글로벌 음악 서비스 플랫폼의 K-팝 스트리밍 사용량에 따라서 집계한 음원 이용량 그리고 앨범 판매량을 합산해서 공신력 있는 수치로 산정이 되고 있는 차트입니다. 그래서 저희가 뭐 차트 순위도 같이 보고 이야기 나누겠지만 저희의 목적은 사실 수다 떠는 거에 있거든요. 숫자는 핑계고 차트 안에 있는 K-팝 이야기를 좀 두루두루 나눠보는 것에 목적을 두고 있고요. 예상이랑 크게 다르지 않더라고요. 그 일이 실제로 일어나 버렸습니다. 확실히 좀 글로벌 인기가 많이 반영이 되는 차트인 것 같고 K-팝 데몬헌터스 OST 곡들이 거의 뭐 탑10 순위를 완전히 장악을 해버려서 7곡 탑10 순위 안에 들어있고 4위에 스트레이키즈, 세레모니 그리고 5위에 블랙핑크 뛰어 그리고 10위에 이제 로제 아파트가 있는데요. 제가 사실 저도 되게 기대 중이거든요. 사자보이스의 부드러운 목소리의 주인공 로맨스님.
Hi, I'm Samuel Lee. Nice to meet you.
요즘 바쁘지 않으세요?
Yeah, I mean, I think as a songwriter, it's pretty much busy all the time because K-pop is always demanding. They're always looking for songs, so it's always been busy. But I'm glad that this is kind of bringing more notoriety to the songwriters that are involved with the project as well. I was really optimistic when I was able to go to the premiere of the movie, but no one can really imagine how much it would explode.
그 K-팝 데몬 헌터스라고 하는 제목을 봤을 때는 쉽지 않을 것 같은데 이런 생각했었거든요. 현실에서도 그런 인기 많이 느끼시나요?
Yeah, there's moments where people will contact me more than usual. They'll, to my pleasant surprise, it's hey, can you talk to my daughter? Can you talk to my son? Like young kids that want to hear the voices of the characters, and so I'm delighted to do that. What's better than making children happy? I actually just got back from Korea 3 days ago, and there was a group of girls that were walking by, and they just by chance were singing Soda Pop.
근데 저도 길거리 걸어다니면서 친구들이랑 소다팝이랑 골드는 불러요. 이 아이돌은 솔직히 좀 어려운데 골든 차트 10위권 안에도 7곡이 전부 K-팝 데몬헌터스의 수록곡들이에요. 어떤 사람들은 굉장히 티피컬한 K-팝이다 라고 이야기를 하는 반면 팝의 전형성 같은 걸 따르고 있는 곡이라는 얘기를 하는 분들도 있더라고요. 근데 저 같은 경우에는 골든 같은 경우도 디바들이 부르는 팝의 기본 공식을 따르면서도 보컬 어레인징 같은 게 좀 K-팝스럽다? 덜 느끼하다?
Yeah.
초반은 좀 잔잔하게 가다가 후반에 훨씬 더 강렬하게 좀 뿜어주는 이런 곡선 같은 것들이 K-팝의 보컬 어레인지랑 좀 비슷하다.
It's kind of a storyline. There's a growing tension throughout the verse and the pre-chorus, and of course in the chorus you want it to be the climax. The typical K-pop style serves the purpose of leaving the listener with a very satisfied feeling, and so I feel like that's the end goal of a song. All the songs met their goal. I think they met it perfectly.
K-팝 데몬헌터스라는 작품이 제일 매력적으로 느껴지는 부분이 뭔지?
The word that came to mind was, this is undeniable. It's just such a fun, good story that's wholesome and uplifting, and even to the point where even the villains are seen as favorite characters by many people,
타이트하게 잘 만들어진 음악, 긍정적인 메시지 이런 것들이 전부 다 좋은 시너지 작용을 일으키면서 이 작품을 이끌어가고 있다는 얘기를 많이 하거든요.
There's not too much that you can dislike about the film and the concept and the movie, and also the concept itself is so unique, and also the songs are of course undeniable. They're so they're just made to be completely catchy and made to be completely addictive.
로맨스라고 하는 역할을 해보지 않겠냐라고 얘기를 들으신 계기가 있어요?
Someone in the industry that both Netflix and Sony knew and I knew reached out to me, and they for an audition for a role in a movie that they're making currently. I just thought, why not? It's something that I've never done before.
자신의 목소리가 로맨스에 어울린다고 생각하시나요?
It's voice. When I listen to the other members, they have very distinct identities, and their voices are incredible, by the way. And I think, you know, it matches very well. What they were missing maybe was a more of an airy tone. I guess you have to say romance in their voice, you know, someone that sounds like they're trying to seduce somebody with their voice and their color. And that's something that I'm trying to do. I'm not really trying to make it sound really romantic.
사자 보이스 질문이 하나 더 급하게 들어왔는데 사자 보이스 부활하냐고. Can we meet again?
Ultimately, I think it's up to the creator. Do I hope that romance is a part of that new story? Of course. But ultimately, yeah, the best story wins. And I hope I'm a part of it, you know.
네. K-팝만 작곡을 해야겠다고 생각하고 송라이터가 되신 건 전혀 아니라고 알고 있어요.
The first, I guess, experience of listening to K-pop was actually my brother really liked it a lot. And he's a producer and songwriter and publisher that's significant in his own right. I didn't really like the concept of K-pop at the time. Maybe I didn't really understand it very well. But eventually I kind of got around to taking an interest in maybe the third generation of K-pop, maybe second generation. But at first, I didn't understand why you needed 9 members in a group. You know, I just didn't, you know, listening to all their songs and how the members switch out and their vocal tones change. And you can add in more melody because there's more members to switch out from. You don't really need too much of a break. And so I found that to be a very charming concept and a new way to write music.
지금은 K-팝 좋아하시죠?
Yeah, I have a passion for K-pop.
골든 차트 10위권 안에 랭크된 아티스트 중에도 같이 작업한 아티스트가 있으신 걸로 알고 있어요.
Oh, are you talking about Stray Kids?
아, 네, 맞아요.
But I think Stray Kids is such a great example of a group in K-pop that found their own identity. They were the ones to kind of bring in the chanting, the group vocals, the sense of this masculine aggression when it comes to songwriting or song performance. You know, have this very aggressive type of style with, you know, hip-hop beats, but have beautiful R&B melodies on top of that, coming at you with no break.
최근에 이제 그 K-팝 아티스트들 중에서 아무래도 시장이 글로벌해지다 보니까 해외 팝 같은 음악을 만드는 데 공을 많이 들이는 좀 중점을 두고 있는 팀들도 꽤 많은 편이잖아요. 근데 저도 남이 하는 걸 하는 건 정말 아무 의미 없는 것 같아요.
I personally think that K-pop should keep on pursuing their own identity. I don't think K-pop is one style. I think K-pop in general is the bravery to explore and be adventurous to find a style that suits the group. It could be as simple as 아파트, you know, or it could be as complex as even Your Idol, you know, is a complex song, or a lot of Stray Kids songs.
잠시 얘기해 주셨던 스트레이키즈 혹시 작업하시면서 좀 차트 인앤아웃에서만 같이 얘기할 수 있는 비하인드 같은 거 뭐 하나 있으면.
I'm trying to think. So this was earlier on in the Stray Kids career. A funny story about Chronosaurus, actually. So right before we met with JYP's A&Rs to pitch songs, and we were a part of a music audition program. We were helping produce the music for them. We had no songs ready because we were busy making songs for this other company, you know, so living room of the hotel room. And I just started you know, simple drum parts together, and then it didn't sound professional at all. It was just a hotel room, and I named the song Desperado. We were desperate. It was very urgent. We needed to come up with a song. You know, graciously enough, when JYP's A&Rs heard it, I remember they heard it, and there was about 3-5 seconds of silence, and what's going to happen? You know, they're just going to send us back home. But they actually made the decision right then and there. Oh, we like it. We're going to take this one. Can you actually work with the Stray Kids members for the next one as well?
다음 달에 그때도 K-pop 데몬 헌터스 곡들이 탑 10 안에 이렇게 다수 차지할 거라고 생각하시나요?
I will confidently say I think so.
근데 솔직히 저도 비슷한 생각이거든요. 7곡까지는 아닐 수도 있지만 5곡?
Fans are the ones that made it so successful. I mean, and so the project went halfway, and the fans met us halfway and just made it an absolute dynamite success.
연말까지도 사실 저는 이 붐이 계속 이어질 거라는 추측을 하고 있어요. 요즘 저희가 듣고 있는 음악 플레이리스트도 같이 공유를 한다고 해요. 그 K-팝 솔로 앨범들이 좋은 게 진짜 많이 나왔어요. 최근에 나온 앨범 중에 그 NCT 해찬 씨의 테이스트라고 하는 솔로 앨범이 있어요. 완전 네오소울이에요. 딥한 네오소울들이 많이 담겨 있어서 또 하나는 그 트와이스의 채영 씨 리얼 판타지라고 하는 이 앨범이 굉장히 좀 느긋하면서도 칠한 느낌의 인디 로파이. 또 하나는 좀 재밌는 앨범인 후지 카제라는 아티스트 들어보신 적 있어요? 근데 이 아티스트가 최근에 프리마라고 하는 앨범을 냈는데 이 앨범의 프로듀서가 250이에요. 절대 들어보셔야 돼요.
I think the last ones that I've heard are there's a hard rock band called Turnstile. It's just so much energy. It's a very energetic type of music. It kind of reminds me of Rage Against the Machine from the 90s. Dua Lipa, my favorite song by Dua Lipa is a song called Pretty Please. And this is an older song, but Tame Impala was also on the recently played list. The less I know, the better.
자, 그럼 이제 진짜 마무리를 해야 될 것 같은데.
Oh, it was so fun. Our conversation feel like I'm just in my living room and having a great time. So thank you so much for having me. To all the people that are listening and watching Chart In and Out, thank you so much for joining. And I hope you continue to listen to K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack. And hope to see you guys next time. Thank you so much.
덕분에 너무 재밌는 얘기 많이 담아갈 수 있게 됐어요. 저희 차트 인앤아웃 이번 달부터 시작이거든요. 다음 달에도 또 새로운 골든 차트로 여러분들 찾아뵙도록 하겠습니다. 안녕히 계세요.